Hello Pisces, and welcome to your weekly energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower. Boy, is it good to be outside. You know, the weather's been so heavy and so hard at the moment. Not hard, but heavy. It's been hard to keep a smile on the face, you know, it really has. And I've got to say, Pisces, before we go into everything, mutable signs seem to be having a hard time of it at the moment. It could be that it's the energy that's transitioning, so it's difficult for you to find your feet on things and stuff like that. I've certainly noticed it within Virgo, and Virgo is your opposite sign, a very pure sign like yourself, and you may feel this pure water that's coming through the system as well, mixed with the air, which is water and air doesn't really mix beautifully all the time. So it could make, you know, your everyday just a little bit complicated, sort of kind of going out and kind of go, oh, blimey, I've forgotten the bag. Or, you know, just the little things that are a little bit annoying. So you've got to be very attentive to that, of what's going on with that. We will look at how the elements are affecting your petals, and we will be pulling some cards on that energies coming through. If you haven't seen the energy update, please do go and have a look at it, because it will give you a good heads up on the message from the earth, the chakra sequencing, but also the elements that are within your sign as well. So let's just bring up the Astroflower. There she is. Hello, how you doing? Okay, and let me just sort of, sorry, I've got no mouse today, so it's going to be a little bit clunky, right? I'm outside, I forgot the mouse, so a little bit clunky, but here we go. So yeah, here's your Astroflower. We're going to get some messages from that and pull some tarot cards and what have you, and then we're going to be going on into the elements. Let's just see what's going on for you. Head of steam. Now this could be a really good thing. Obviously steam can be absolutely brilliant. It can drive a locomotive. It can drive your desires and your dreams and your aspirations. And within you, you've got a head of steam built up about the future, about getting things moving on within your relationship side, within your connection maybe with your family or your friends or your community. It's like you want things to go quicker than they're actually going, but the energy is in transition. And this is where it may be, if you try and run a little bit too quickly, if you try and go too quickly, you might find yourself sort of like tripping up occasionally, as I said. And so you just got to be aware of that, because obviously that could drive the fire that comes through you from Aries, which could then sort of make your emotional side very sort of strong at the moment. But it can be a really good thing if you've got a direction within your spiritual path or your emotional path. I think it'll be really, really good for you. It gives you that head of steam to get things really moving on. It depends on what you're going through at the moment, because every sort of Pisces is not exactly the same. Okay, you know, like with every sign, we're all individuals. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. This is a similar sort of thing here, but this is a driving force here to, it's not so much in the way of steam, but it's more in the way of determination. Maybe it's like you need to take a bit of your steam from your relationship side, put it a little bit in your determination, and take a little bit of the determination, put it in your steam. So then you can keeps you laser focused and keeps you balanced without getting lost within the world that is around you, that is a bit crazy at the moment. I think we've all recognised that. Yeah, look, there's that healing card that comes out, and this is the overall energies. I think you do. Take time out this week. Maybe it's a case here that this week here, if I was you, take time out to observe what is going on around you before you even act on anything. Don't make major decisions this week. You know, just see how they pan out. Just palm them off for the moment and just see how they work out. I think on both sides it will give you a lot more direction and stuff like that. Power is nothing without control. And if you can have that control of that steam or that power within you, then you can apply it in a measured sense rather than sort of like, you know, causing sort of like conflict for yourself. On your relationship side, let's just have a look on that. Yeah, your karmic path, it goes up quite high, but doesn't go really high. So it's not defined as yet, and it's not pushing outwards. It's also in a wait and see mode, as it were. On the connection to the universe, the connection to the universe is sort of saying, it's just standing there. The energy of the universe is standing there, sort of saying, you know, we're not letting anything through unless it's good for Pisces. I think the universal energy's got your back here, because I think it's really trying to help with that healing factor. On your past self, I think you got yourself in a knot about something. You know, it could be within a relationship in the past that sort of, you know, twisted and turned you a little bit into a knot, and it was difficult to see where you were going and what you were doing and stuff like that. And you might have been focused more on them than on you. But I think that's where the healing's coming in. You're getting healing from something that was very knotty before. In the future self, the future self depends upon this, and it's like if you heal this week here and observe things that are going on around you, you could recognize the passion, the steam that connects with the passion of the outside world, and those are your avenues to explore. So then you don't waste your time on situations, on people and everything like that doesn't actually help or contribute to your well-being. Okay, what's the lesson out of this week here? Be discerning. I think that's being discerning with the outside world, like the universal energies here for you. You know, we'll go into that a little bit as well later on when we look at the elements and so forth. But yeah, it's sort of like be discerning out of this week here. Sit in your power. Look at that. And that's on your karmic path, the King of Cups. This is what I mean. Sit, wait, see how things pan out. Allow you to be really cleansed emotionally, so then when you do engage in life, it's an engagement with pure emotions, no confusion in there whatsoever, and therefore you can convert your emotions into reality. That's what you're setting up at the moment. From the universe here, you get the Three of Swords. Is this a split up? It could well be. The universe could be sort of like protecting you from someone and kind of sort of saying it's had its day, it's time to move. But in general, and this is for generally most people, you know, as I said, I think it's been difficult times for mutables, and especially emotionally for Pisces. I think the universe here is sort of saying we're not letting that energy through anymore, because that is what's going on inside you, and you need all the support you can get from the universe on that sort of front. So if the universe does let a coincidence through that allows you to see that pathway for you to really apply your steam, do a good steam clean of your pathway, that's what it's all about. A good steam clean of your pathway this week. Okay, on the past self, you get the Nine of Cups. This could be this could be someone who's trying to get back into your life. That's, you know, you decided it, and I wouldn't let them back in. But you know, that's when you made that decision in the past. This is what you're unknotting. You're unknotting your joy. You're allowing. This is where you're getting your healing from. It's allowing you to, you know, to be joyous and to be perpetually happy, because perpetual happiness is all about a sequence of moments of joy within your life. And I think this is a decision that you've made in the past to actually, no, I'm just going to take the good now from life. If you do this, and this is this head of steam here, it's a really beautiful future here. It's, yeah, steam cleaning your emotions, your connection to everybody that is around you. Six of Wands out your future self is ultimate success. You know, if you use that energy within you to heal you and allow your energy to heal you, yeah, you're going to get ultimate success. Being discerning. If you are discerning, if you don't allow your emotions to run wild a little bit, it's going to be very, very clear how you can use this beautiful force and power that is within you through this healing process to steam clean your life around you emotionally. And you're going to realize that when you're discerning about what you put your energies into and your emotions into, you're going to realize that actually you've got exactly what you need. And that's only when you're being a little bit discerning about it. So you're not giving over your power to everybody else. That's not what you want to be doing this week. And I think the universe has set that right. And that's why it's giving you the Three of Swords. The rest of it could be brilliant. It could be like a steam that's protecting you, and it allows the rest of your life to open up. Absolutely beautiful. On your financial side, let's just have a quick look and see what's going on there. This here, the karmic path goes a little bit higher, so therefore things are in place. It does play to the back, so therefore it's something that you've been working on for some time. I think you're coming to this moment, and I think I may have told you last week, where it's like it fills up from behind, and then gradually sort of, as it fills up from behind, that if you imagine that's your behind there, it fills up from behind you from everything you've done before, and eventually it just goes and flips over. And that's like, those sort of waterfalls that are on bamboo things. So it gradually fills it up, and then it tips eventually and allows the water to go out, and then it goes back until it fills up again and goes, that sort of thing. It seems to be playing like that on your financial sort of side. On your connection to the universe, this is similar to that, and I think it ties into the healing of that, having that determination, having that quality rather than quantity direction within you. And I think the universe is very similar to here. It's backing you up. It's almost pushing you like that, as if to sort of say, come on, Pisces, come on, you can move on, let's go, sort of scenario. From the past there's been, it's a game of two halves here. There's been parts of it that have been really working, other parts that haven't been working. And I think you should have streamlined a lot of those sort of things here, and allows you to really focus on the things that are good for you, the career path that is good for you, the job that is good for you, to push your business in a direction that is good, that gets you the results or the projects. And what's the future self here? It's like you're going up a hill, and you can see that sun just gradually rising. And it's like, the more you're going up the hill, you can kind of go, the better it gets. It's not here this week, no, but I certainly think it's arising in your life. What's the lessons for this week here? Although your path is well defined, be very sensitive to what is going on around you. So be sensitive. It's like someone's walking along and being sensitive to the smells. And they can get a smell of a certain flower within the bushes on the side of the road. And they kind of go, that's the same smell as, say, like raspberries. So that part of your path, those fruits to be had. And, it's like smelling the ripeness of an apple tree, it's that sort of thing. It's being that sort of attentive about it all. Be attentive to everything that is going on around you. Okay, on your karmic path, you get the Page of Wands. This is playing with your determination. This is having an upbeat vibration. There is a real separation between the two sides. And I think this upbeat that can happen within your life, if you really get it sorted and don't allow your emotions to take control of you, therefore, I think it's also going to relieve you on pressure on this side. And this is what I sort of said, an exchange between the two. And you can play with that fiery energy that does flow all the way around this card here and goes up the bottom of the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. And you can use that passion within you to get the results. With the connection to the universe, you get the Ace of Swords. I think the universe here is, as I said, it's very straight up, and it's very much like on that side. It's almost sort of saying, you've got what you need, you've got the idea, and I think this has to do with the past here. It'd be interesting to see the next card, but you've got these victories that you need to be homing in on. Once you start homing in on them, you're gonna get some really good forward movement. And on the past, you get the Devil card. Yeah, this is it. There's some things that have worked, some things that have been an illusion to you that haven't worked within your financial world. But the devil card here is because you have concentrated on the smaller, finer detail in the past, you'll see things that may have been illusions to you. So you might have sort of started, you started up a company doing jewelry and everything like that, and then you did another aspect, say like you started up a YouTube channel making the jewelry, and actually it didn't really bring in the results that you wanted to, but maybe it's the way in which you need to reconfigure it. In the future it could really work, but at the moment you need to concentrate on the bits that really work for you. And you might have thought at the time, kind of going, that YouTube channel is going to be an absolute winner. It may not have been this time round. There's no doors closed though on all of this. On your future self, yes, this is like your sun is coming up in your life on this section here. It really is. As you gradually go up that hill, I think you get more and more in line with yourself, and this brings in that beautiful healing sort of things. You get the High Priestess out the top. This is that whole sort of being very attentive, very using your intuition in a really good way. The more you use your intuition, the more you're going to get out of this this Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups. It's going to play really well for you if you can sort of like not get distracted in the world. And I think you'll be very good at that, of concentrating really at the moment, because it's bringing you in the healing for you. Okay. Let's just have a look and see what's happening with the elements and see how it feeds into this sort of reading here and the messages that come from the outside world. So let's just have a look at the energies at the moment. So here we have the sun from last week. There has been an X-flare. Now the X-flare doesn't appear to have a CME attached to it. It seems to be a very deep X-flare that just boiled a little bit of the surface of the sun and didn't really eject a lot. So this could be a little bit frustrating on the passionate side of life, which is where you need to just be a little bit wary so you don't allow your emotions to overrun things. Listen to the universe, listen to your intuition. But it is with the eruptions, and there's been particular ones like filament eruptions, and I'll just show you the one that came off a couple of days ago. That was on this section around here. You'll see it here in a moment. It comes off, but it comes off in front of the sun. And this has been driving the emotional, mental state of the energies of the earth. So as it goes past the earth, it didn't touch it, so it creates that static electricity, which is all very mental. So we're going to be, and on the sun, it has been mainly filament energies. So we're going to be looking at that connection between water and air, okay? And we can see this on the sun. We did go into it on the energy update, and you'll get the messages from the earth, the chakra sequencing on the energy update. You can find it on our channel. This is what we call the D layer. Now this is the radio waves on a much higher atmosphere level, and these the south and north poles have been ringing. I've got a funny feeling this is something to do with pole shift, the energies inverting, and this is why we've been talking about on the energy update that it's the energy of transition at the moment, and this is where you could lose your feet a little bit. So be very attentive to that as we go forward. So what in your sign, and let's bring your sign up now. In your sign, we're going to be looking at water and air connections. Now, you do have a little bit of air within you. You have this air down here on your connection to the universe. This is the Ace of Swords. This is giving you because you've got it mutable on both sides, it's allowing you to play with the mental side and the emotional side to give you that focal point. And that's going to be played with this air that comes in here with the High Priestess up the top, and the was it the Ten of Pentacles? No, Ten of Pentacles is on the far side. Two of Cups, sorry, the Two of Cups here, and that's that fixed air that comes into your life as well. And with that slight eruption, if there's any fire, it may provoke it even more. But if it's not being pushed in our direction, you may get the frustration on that side there. So this is where you need to have that sort of distance a little bit, because I think it will bring in good results, because it will make you feel a lot more at one with yourself, the healing factor with the Four of Swords that are coming through. So I want to pull a few cards. I'm going to pull a card on there, and then we're going to be pulling a card down on this section down here as well. Okay, down on your connection to the universe. So you've got the connection to the universe down here with the Ace of Swords. But this energy that comes in here between the High Priestess and the Two of Cups, this is almost sort of saying, having a fixed idea, this is where your intuition really plays beautifully, having a fixed idea of how you, in the future, if you want to be in alignment with yourself, you've got to use your intuition at the moment that will bring in the results. It does also play down here, and we're going to be pulling that for the Six of Wands here. I think it's because the more you get this sort of like healing factor going on within you, of finding your own place, that for you and only for you, don't, you know, no expectations and stuff like that, being sort of discerning, you will get those results. So let's just see what's going on from there. Look at that. Look at that. If you pay attention to your intuition, right, it is the ultimate calling for you. It's the ultimate calling for you. On your financial side, it's going to make things really kick off, and that's going to help you enormously on your relationship side. So yeah, look out for that. Be very attentive. It's kind of something that turns up, that smell as you're walking down the road, kind of going, that's where I need to be. On your relationship side, this is the energy that comes down here. It's all about decisions and how you decide to install that. So now on this side here, we've got the 2, 3, 4 of Swords. Okay. Ultimately, they're not very nice cards, generally. But the best thing is we finish with the 4 of Swords. And, you know, you've got to make decisions that are in alignment with the universe that is around you, which will then, you know, bring in that healing within you. And you will feel that you are winning the world. You will feel that you're winning the world. Let's just see if we can get a bit more on what's going on with the Ace of Swords. 9 of Swords. You get coming in with this energy here. It's testing you a little bit. Maybe this here is testing you to sort of saying, you know, if you keep focus on this, you will eliminate the woes and worries of this, of the 9 of Swords. And I think because it's on the outside as well, this is where you've got to keep your cool really on emotionally about it all, and allow your intuition, the here and now, to be the active of something that's in line with you. And you get the 3 of Swords as well. I think this is where, you know, the energy that's coming in for you, this is, we saw the 3 of Swords on the other side. I think on here is with the 3 of Swords on this, and you get the 9 of Wands as well. I do think the universe is sticking up for you here, because this ultimately, this is the connection you have with the universe. And what they're protecting you from is that. The woes and worries about, the woes and worries of what you might have had before with the Devil card, of seeing things that weren't totally in line with you. I think that's in the past. And the universal energy is stopping that from coming into your life. So you can ultimately get that Judgment card and find the road that is so perfect for you and no one else. And once you start realizing that, Pisces, that's when you can drive all your passions and that steam as you want in life, and that determination that you do have in abundance within you. There you go, a thumbs up for that. Those cameras. I don't know how do you turn that thing off? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't care. You know, the determination in you could be such a beautiful force. Yeah, go and see the energy update. See the messages from the earth, because it's all about from what comes from within, all about that healing aspect of it all. Yeah, I will see you there, or I'll see you again for another reading here. In the meantime, whatever it is, thank you for your support for this channel. I will see you soon. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.